Hundreds of African elephants have been mysteriously dying in Botswana's Okavango Delta. Botswana's government has verified 275 elephant carcasses strewed about the delta against 356 reported cases. Since the ban on hunting elephants was lifted by President Mokgweetsi Masisi in May last year, there were early concerns that poaching could be the cause, but that has since been ruled out.
We think at this juncture is not poaching because all the carcasses that have been identified are identified intact with ivory, and there is no ivory missing, and clearly that suggests that whatever the mortality might not be having the intention of really harvesting ivory from these.
And these deaths appear to have occurred recently. In a leaked report dated June 19 by conservationist NGO Elephants Without Borders, Mike Chase, the organization's director, stated that 70% of the elephant carcasses observed showed signs that they had died about a month prior, and the remaining 30% of carcasses were between 1 and 14 days old. He also mentioned that there was enough evidence to show that elephants of all ages and sexes were dying off, and there were local sightings of elephants straying from herds, disoriented, limping, and abnormally lethargic.
Whenever they went out, they would see more and more elephants dead, and also ones that were, ill and walking around about to die, apparently. It seemed they were even dying, very suddenly in some of the cases. The carcasses were animals that had fallen down while walking.
This led some researchers to suspect neurotoxin poisoning from cyanide traps often set by poachers. But just as before, the fact that the tusks remained intact and scavenger animals such as vultures appear unaffected from consuming the carrion, deliberate poisoning has also been ruled out. Natural poisoning, however, despite being dismissed by government authorities, may hold some clues. Anthrax naturally occurs in the ground in some parts of the Okavango and killed at least 100 elephants in Botswana last year, or, as it's been suggested by Dr. Niall McCann from the UK charity National Park Rescue, the elephants are potentially being struck down by a disease. And in the wake of COVID-19, there are concerns of it crossing over to human populations, meaning that this conservation disaster could potentially become a public health crisis. Either way, there won't be any definitive answers until proper testing is carried out. So far, samples have been collected and sent to South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Canada, but the results are still weeks away. And the government has been criticized by international and local wildlife organizations. With a representative from National Park Rescue stating that despite the need for impartial teams, proper resources, and experience to carry out an investigation, offers made by conservationists have seen the government fail to respond, which has, in turn, slowed down the testing process. Despite the fact that ecotourism, in which elephants play a significant role, contributes between 10 to 12% of Botswana's economy, second only to diamonds. The country is still home to the world's largest population of African elephants, approximately 130,000 of them, 15,000 of which live in the Okavango Delta. But if the numbers of dying elephants, already considered to be endangered, continue to increase unchecked, the surrounding delicate ecosystem of the Okavango could be seriously affected.